Okay, everybody. Damn, Joe, go take a shower, son. Shave that face. It's that right there, boy. That's like a minefield or like a cactus plant. As soon as you wipe your face or blow your nose tissue, it's like a cactus in your ass. Now, listen. In other words, you got to pull it out. You got to pull out the tissue. And I do need to take a shower and shave that face. I want to just say something here. Some people are going to be happy about it. Some people won't be so happy about it. But the time is now, like real soon. I've got to go ahead and do this. So as you know, me and JC got together a while back and did some like crypto 101 videos, and then they kind of got obsolete and old because things change, platforms change. We're not using Mandela anymore. We're using Coinbase, this and that. All right, time to redo them, and you know, that sort of thing. And so we did not too long ago. I redid them, you know, essentially with the kind of more modern stuff, what we're doing with exchanges, which wallets and things we're using, how to transfer, you know, a crypto how-to video. And we were, you know, it's still for sale on his website. And then I have my Patreon, of course, where I discuss these things with those guys too. And I have a pinned post over there with some of the stuff. So the other day, like last week, Entheos reaches out to me. And first and foremost, I do want to remind everybody, a long time ago, well, it's been a few years. That's long enough. I didn't realize Entheos was into crypto. And I said to him, man, me and my subscribers want to throw you a bone because you've provided incredible information. We love it. And we want to just kind of thank you. Can we donate, you know, like some crypto to you? He's like, you know, I appreciate it, man. But no, we, as in his team, you know, is how I always interpret it. We got into Bitcoin a long time ago. Basically, I think in preparation to kind of go off grid, offline, so to speak. I'm thinking he didn't exactly say that. So I'm like, oh snap, this dude knows. Okay. So then I immediately replied. I'm like, okay, do you have any recommendations? Which coins are you like? And he goes, Bitcoin and XRP. And then there was a third one. He goes, the third one is more or less kind of a guess. Like he's not really saying for sure. And I don't remember what it is now. It's somewhere. I'm sure it's posted way back on my Patreon somewhere because I posted it for sure. But yeah, I don't even know what it was now. But those two coins, Bitcoin and which one? XRP. And it's funny how Elon changed his Twitter to X. You know. Anyways, he messages me the other day, and he says, you know, Joe, I understand you have a few, you know, like how-to videos for crypto. I think they're behind your Patreon, like your paywall or whatever. Like, would you ever consider either letting those basically go for free publicly on Rumble, and you can maybe earn some ad revenue, you know, from the ads that play, you know? And I basically, you know, I was pretty quick to respond. I'm like, actually, yeah, I think I will, because he's asking me. If anybody else asked me to do this, I'm like, you know, I mean, this is kind of how I make, partially anyways, how I make a living. You know, I don't work for anybody anymore. I work for myself. My Patreon's my thing, you know, and I do have some of these training videos there. And I know I work with JC on one of them too, to put on his site. And we would, you know, just to be open, I think we pretty much split that 50-50 or something, if I recall. But, you know, something like that. I don't even know. It was such a long time ago. I'm not even paying attention. But anyways, you know, so here's the thing. Here's where some people are going to be happy. Some people are going to be upset. Entheos knows things. And you know he knows, based off of the few years of him posting little breadcrumbs and things. Some of the things are mind-blowing that end up happening. And you go, oh my God, he knew that then, because here's how he knew. You go back to an old post and you realize it was right there, you know, hidden in plain sight. So he reached out to me. I didn't reach out to him in that respect. I did send him a message about something else just for the hell of it. I didn't even need a response. But anyways, he messaged me back about this crypto stuff. You know, would you ever think about doing that? Because there's going to be a lot of people who don't know anything about it right now who are going to want to know about it, probably in a hurry. And, you know, they need a source, you know, of good information. you know, that's not going to scam them or anything else. No, he didn't say that, but that's the truth. You know, there's going to be so many people who always try to scam. You know, someone just messaged me today, hey, Joe, JC's Facebook page, man, the freaking people scamming and they're like crazy in the comment section. It's out of control, man. It is out of control. So you need someone that's going to try to show people right. And, you know, that's me. I'm that kind of guy. So anyways, he's asking me, would you put some videos out for the people like you have for your private subscriptions? And again, if anybody else had asked me this, I'd probably be like, you know, I mean, I kind of can't, you know, like, it was paid content. You know, of course I could always redo like a new how-to video and make it public, but what's the point if you already have it and you're going to go over the same exact things? So he's telling us, by him saying that to me, this is my opinion to you, by him saying that to me, can you do this, Joe? Number one, I'm honored he'd asked me of all people, because there's plenty he could pick. But I will do, you know, I'll do it. Which means he knows something's going to be happening with the crypto market in the future where maybe the whole world's going to crypto, which we've already discussed, of course. And he needs people to try to get on board a little sooner rather than later, because maybe what's coming here sooner rather than later after this big crash that I'm expecting pretty soon. We will have a run-up still, I believe, even higher, new all-time highs coming, but big crash afterwards. I think it's after that crash, I don't know how soon after, that some incredible run-ups are going to happen, because the whole world's financial system is going to be thrown upside down on its head, including the US dollar, the devaluation, all this stuff, which he did tell us about in advance and said it's coming. 1-to-1 with the Chinese currency. It's coming. It's currently 7-to-1. So I'm going, okay, I had a dream about Tether. It's going to go up to a pretty interesting number. How could that happen? You know, I got all these ideas and dreams. So I go, okay, I think I know how this is going to go down. We're going to have dollar problems. We're going to have bond problems. It's going to get crazy. Inflation is going to go nuts, which means you want something else to inflate with you, and that's your crypto. But again, it's all rigged. So what goes up comes down, and comes down hard. And you got to be prepared for these stomach gut-wrenching turns. You know, not usually up, but down, of course, because up makes you happy. If you're in the market, down, you get sick. Oh my God, I just lost 40%, you know. So I'm waiting on this next run-up, and then I'm going to be pulling everything out. Like, I have a few little trades going on at the moment, a couple little trades. And I'm going to be making a move, you know, ultimately. I told my Patreon members. So I'm doing this video to tell you, because Entheos asked me, I'm going to go ahead and make those videos that I have on my Patreon, basically just a crypto 101 how-to. It's been there forever, but again, I redid them in recent times to make them more modern. To show people how to navigate the crypto market, what's a limit order, how do I put a price in and wait for it to hit, you know, that's a limit order. You know, what if I just want to buy now? You just press buy now, you know, market price, whatever. I go through all these things in the videos. So what I'm telling you is, because Entheos has provided us with such incredible insight, has messaged me a few times, gave me some things, you know, that I've shared with you guys. The thing with Melania Trump in particular was huge. I didn't realize how huge it was at the time, with the healing speech addressing the nation, and realized what all that meant. So, like, he asked me, and that's one dude or dudes and dudettes team, that if he asked me for like a favor or says something like that, dude, I can't say no. It's for humanity. It's for the people. I can't say no. So those of you who joined my Patreon, or maybe, Joe, that was paid content, you know, that one post you did, I know. And all I can say to you is thank you for joining me and JC and our different sites. And if you bought something from us or signed up or whatever, I thank you. Again, this is how we make our living. And now I'm going to take something that I was using privately, funds coming in potentially to get the how-to, and give it for free. So that's cutting my own foot off in a sense. But those of you who paid or feel maybe, gosh, I feel kind of cheated. Don't feel cheated. The time is now. These things are upon us here shortly. And there are a ton of people who still don't know about crypto, don't have the money, don't even have $20 a month to join me one time and get the $20 worth and go read everything they want to read and leave if they wanted to. Don't even have $20 and would rather, if they did have $20, man, I'd rather put it into crypto and try to turn it to $500, you know. And they're going to need to, whether they know it or not, in the near future. They're going to need to be able to scrape whatever they can to turn it into something, you know, better, bigger. So this is kind of a humanitarian speech, if you will. Those of you that had the money paid and got the content and whatever, and now you're hearing, well, Joe's going to put some of this stuff for free on Rumble for the whole world to see. Yeah, I am. And I thought about it all morning long for a few hours. Just kept thinking about it. What, you know, how do I do this? Should I just do a whole set of new videos? And why? It's the same content. Why would I want to redo videos where they already exist? There's no difference. And people would still say the same thing. You know, well, Joe, you shared that with us. You just redid it for free. I mean, why did I pay for that? The truth of the matter is I guess you could have waited all this time, and we've had those videos up for a couple years. So there's been people who were able to use that, get in the market's down, now it's up, they're making tons of money, you know, whatever, and hopefully it worked out for them. But the bottom line is sometimes, you just got to take one for the team, okay? And I'm going to be taking one for the team, okay, by doing this. And you, in a sense, some of you who signed up with us might be taking one for the team in that respect. So just pat yourself on the back. Thank yourself for doing something to help me, JC, whatever, out with our own, you know, self-employment. And again, I'm still posting content on Patreon. I'm getting, you know, still get dreams and things. Like I said, I've got one about a big crash coming. Lady was devastated, crying her eyes out. I thought she lost a kid or something. And she's like, they're going to crash the market. Basically springtime. Woo dude kind of let the cat out of the bag last night with somewhat of the timing. And he's mainly talking about what he got, you know, and it's very much, you know, to be fair, it's much in alignment with what I got, very close. So it's coming soon. And I've got to get this video out soon, in my own opinion. Because if there's hundreds or just thousands, whatever it ends up being, of new people that can get this and go, okay, Entheos said it. I don't know who this Joe guy is. He posted a couple of his things here and there, but if Entheos says watch this, I'm going to go watch it. And enough people go and watch it, and they're creating a Coinbase account or whatever, getting their whatever wallet they choose to get. You know, we kind of have a role to play with each other, you know, all of us, where it's not always about the dollar. It's not always about making money. It's sometimes about, you know what's just the right thing to do to help people at the right time. Because I've learned through all these years, it always comes back to you. Call it karma, whatever, good karma, you know, or bad karma. And I just have to make this decision and say, you know, Entheos asked me for a reason. And let me just set that to you. If he's asking me, Joe, can you do this? Will you do this? What do you think he knows? What do you think Entheos knows about the future of finance in crypto? He knows a lot of people are going to want to get into it or are going to have to get into it. He doesn't want them getting into it way down the line when things have already exploded and they could have used the profits and things just to freaking survive what's coming. You know what I mean? So again, it's like more of a humanitarian call right now for me to just go put those things public on Rumble. And that's what that's what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to think if I should download, like just re-upload the video, because I have the copy of the video and it's the same exact video, but it's a fresh video being uploaded to Rumble. Therefore, any new subscribers will go, oh, there's a new video, even though it's technically an old video that was unlisted and private. In either case, it's going to go up. And I think that's probably the best thing, to just re-upload it fresh. So it's like a new upload. Because again, some interesting times are coming, and I think Entheos wants people who are paying attention the most, whoever that may be, to try to help themselves. And he needs somebody to guide them that he knows he can trust, is not going to fleece them or tell them to do something stupid, you know, or insecure or whatever, not secure. And he asked me. So I'm I'm not saying no. I already told them yes. I said, yeah, I'll do it. And I'm just doing this video to give you a heads up that that's my decision and I'm doing it. And it's for the greater good. And if you feel like you got cheated on the one single post of a how-to when I've got a whole bunch of other content, you know, that content's not even, you know, I think it's the dream stuff and some of the other interesting things I get, or woo dude calls with something, you know, whatever, that's most people are there for, you know, and some are just there like, man, I've been watching you for a long time, Joe. I don't even care what you do. I'm just here to support you because you work for yourself basically. And here's, you know, $20 a month for you. I appreciate you, which is great to know that, you know, there's a lot of people that think that about me, you know. So if not, I'd be having time to get back in the IT industry again, you know. Hey, Entheos, I'm gonna have to brush off my my resume, man. I didn't want to have to work again like that for anybody, for the man or anybody. But you know, times are tough. I gotta get a job, you know. I'm hoping I don't have to do that. So that's why since 2018 I've started the Patreon, and it's sustained me. You know, I got to the point where I go, okay, I can go ahead and quit my job now, and I feel safe about it. Because I held on to my job for like 2 years after I started just to be safe. Because I was not wanting to start this and then leave and find out everyone left. Like, oh shit, I gotta go get a job again. So it worked, you know, and it's been working so far. So anyways, I just did a post this morning on Patreon. And yeah, we're getting close. And I'm feeling in every ounce of my body, we're gonna rally up for sure. It's going to come back down pretty hard. And I think that's when we're going to see my 20-cent XRP, 480 Ethereum. And I will just remind you, someone sent me, because this is all public, I've already mentioned this now. Someone messaged me this morning or last night and was like, hey, do you remember your initial dream about the 20-cent XRP, 408 Ethereum? Do you recall that you said in the dream, you were like, hey, John Kim, what's Ethereum? And he was like, 408. And you were like, yeah, but it was just $4,000. How the hell could it drop that much? You know? And I go, yeah, actually, yeah, I kind of do remember that, huh? And by the way, what price is Ethereum right now? It's around $4,000. I had that dream over probably 2 years ago now. Maybe more. I'm trying to think when that initial dream happened. I think it was about 2 years ago. And, you know, again, waiting patiently. In the meantime, ups and downs, I get dreams. Okay, I'm going to make a move, whatever. And I just, like I said, even if the dream's not perfect or didn't do as great as it could have, they gave me the dream, I just do it. I don't ask questions. So anyways, the video is going to come out. It's a Crypto 101 how-to. Those of you who never could sign up, didn't have the funds, whatever, you know, it'll be free. You guys can watch it now. And again, Entheos asked me to do this. That man has provided us incredible information when and how he can. I feel honored that he asked me, and I'm going to do it. And it's for humanity. And if I can save as many people's financial livelihoods as possible just by teaching them how to get in and grab a few coins, you know what I mean? You know, and if they are in there and they want to, well, what coins do you recommend? Well, you know what? Maybe you should join my Patreon and ask some of these questions. But at the same time, you've seen my live streams with Woo Dude. We talk about a few coins typically. And again, if you just want one, which one? The answer would be XRP. And Theos told us Woo Dude had an incredible vision. It was like a multi-part vision. I believe everything he saw. Again, I've had my own stuff with XRP, the 222 stuff. I know that's the damn coin. As a secondary coin, I would want to get some Theta too. That's my second favorite. Those two are my top favorites. But I don't want Theta at $3 or $4 right now. No thanks. I want Theta at like 50 cents or less. And again, with the crash that I think is coming here shortly, I think all of these coins can be picked up for pennies on the dollar. And then ride it up, and you're going to be doing backflips and happy. And then, Joe, when we doing the crypto cruise? Maybe sooner rather than later, depending on how things are out there. You know, Haiti's in a little bit of trouble right now, and there's one of the cruise ships that actually goes over there. Yeah, not sure about that one. So, anyways, that's it for the video. Just, you know, had to say what I had to say. Hope you understand. and, talk to you guys later.